Welcome to Talking Heads on USA Global TV, starring the one and only wonderful Dr. Jacqueline. It's a prestigious place where world-class influencers and experts meet, and where you'll find the most trusted advisors and coaches for all things in life and business. Visit usaglobaltv.com to sign up for our newsletter, get the value you need, and be first in line to learn about events and giveaways and other valuable content. Connect with us. Email Dr. Jacqueline at usaglobaltv.com to talk about how you can become part of USA Global TV. That's USA Global TV, where the doctor is always in.
Hello, and welcome to USA Global TV and Radio. I'm Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, and I'm thrilled to have you here today. Our show is Talking Heads. If you're joining us for the first time and wondering, what is this all about? This is a presentation platform where experts who are invited by me come and share their stories to help make us better personally and or professionally. So they have their expertise, their experience, everything they've learned to make them the successful people that they are, and they have their own show to share this information. The shows are 30 minutes long. Let us welcome our expert presenter today. Her name is Cathy Fulton. She is a co-host on What's Trending, which is a show that is on right before this one. You need to watch it. If you missed it, please go over to our YouTube channel, USA Global TV. She's also an expert presenter, as I mentioned, and she has her own business that she has been thriving, doing so well, helping people with interior design. Let's welcome her to the program. Hi, Cathy.
Hey, good morning.
Great to see you again after another fabulous show.
Yeah, it was so much fun. But yeah, I'm excited about this.
I'm excited as well. So I'm going to go backstage and produce the show, and just let me know when you need your deck.
Okay. Well, so today we're going to be talking about the best paint colors for cabinets in 2022. So let's get started. So let's talk about white kitchen cabinets. White is an enduringly popular choice among the range of possible kitchen cabinet colors. Surprise, surprise, right? The thing about white kitchen cabinets is it will reflect the light. And because of this quality, it's frequently selected for small kitchens in order to make them feel more spacious. And it can also help counter the lack of light in cottage kitchens with small windows. Now, white painted kitchen cabinets can complement a whole range of kitchen styles. Fresh and crisp, white is a perfect color to brighten up a traditional scheme. White is timeless, yet modern, and it will give classic cabinetry an uplifting look that will work as the perfect base for neutral and colorful accessories and furnishings alike. So equally, white works well in modern settings as long as it's balanced by colorful or natural looking features, adding character and warmth. So white painted cabinets also, they clearly will show dirt more readily than other colors, so they might not be the best choice for homes with young kids and pets, unless the extra maintenance involved is really a price you're willing to pay for the undoubted upsides of a white kitchen. So lots of pros and cons, but white kitchens, I mean, they always pretty much rank number one every year. So next we have gray kitchen cabinets, which it's just all the rage now, right? Leaning towards gray as your favorite among kitchen cabinet colors, and there are a whole host of different takes on gray that are possible, from gray whites through to dark grays that approach the drama of black painted cabinets, which I'll show you in a little bit. Gray is certainly one of the most popular colors we've seen in recent years. It works with virtually any style of kitchen, from country style to ultra contemporary. However, you need to be able to balance it with the right accessories and finishing touches. Gray kitchens can sometimes look a little dull, so choosing contrasting colors for bar stools and accessories, like pairing the cabinets with perhaps a burnished gold hardware, and Some cabinets can really brighten and balance the whole scheme. So for both modern and traditional styles, recent trends seem to be moving away from cool grays and leaning towards warmer and earthier shades of gray. So now this next one, blue cabinets. This is a whole new thing, and I love these. I think that they are absolutely stunning. Um, and they're certainly an established trend now, and I do believe it's one that seems to set to continue. However, while like rich navy blues probably come to mind first, other shades of blue are growing in popularity. So you might want to consider a fashion forward powder blue. It's that's in my opinion a take that's fresh and clean, but also relaxing to live with, or like a slightly gray toned ocean blue, which is eye catching without really being overpowering. Now, ocean inspired cabinets, they, let's see, what's the right word? They particularly, they work well with timeless and traditional kitchen styles. It's bold enough to liven up the scheme and introduce personality, yet easy to live with. Blue cabinetry looks great paired with quartz countertops and wooden features, bringing light and warmth to the scheme. Now, a big advantage of blue kitchen cabinets, especially the darker versions, well, they won't show the dirt easily, and which means they deliver a low maintenance finish, which is awesome. So next, we have green kitchen cabinet colors. And these range from like the colors of mint through the earthiness of sage to like a deep foliage green. So this green obviously connects us to nature, and green can be a soothing shade, whichever version you choose, and make kitchen cabinets a fabulous feature of the scheme rather than a subtle backdrop to colorful backsplashes or kitchen flooring. They're practical too. Green painted cabinets can be forgiving of marks and grime to reduce cleaning time, which is awesome. And green kitchens have really, they've overtaken blue schemes in popularity over the last year. Green is a versatile color that looks at home in sleek settings just as much as in a farmhouse kitchen. So a small kitchen can feel larger if you go for a lighter take on green. And dark greens, meanwhile, make larger kitchens look super sophisticated, which is really on trend. Now, next, let's talk about moody black. I love this. Another one of the kitchen cabinet colors that's become a huge trend is black. And it's making for an atmospheric scheme, but one that's really easy to live with. But it all depends on how you pair everything together. Black cabinets, they won't show grime, which is great. So they're champions as far as practicality is concerned. Black looks both dramatic and sophisticated, but given that it will absorb rather than reflect light, it's not only an option for larger rooms. If you have your heart set on this style, make sure the room gets lots of natural daylight and that your kitchen lighting ideas are perfectly planned. You can always add pale natural flooring or white surfaces and mirrors to bounce light around and avoid and open up smaller spaces. Avoid too many pale contrasts, though, as the beauty of a dark kitchen lies in creating a sophisticated yet snug ambiance, if you know what I mean. Now, if you want to go to the dark side, really dark side, and are looking for kitchen ideas that are both dramatic and calm, I mean, it's here we go again. It's just the undeniable chic of a black perfect fit, of a black kitchen, which is a perfect fit. So a dark or black kitchen can really work very well in monochromatic schemes. So by bringing in dark cabinetry and layering the space with dark textures, you really create a feeling of warmth and luxury. So it's just like the enduring little black dress. a black kitchen is classic, which will definitely stand the test of time. So let's talk about red kitchens. This is very different and I love it. So if you're looking for, a kitchen color idea that will never date, this is truly one to consider. So red kitchen ideas are having something of a moment, and it's easy to see why. So a beautiful shade adds instant warmth to this kitchen. This muted orange red is a shade that works so well with the authentic features and bare floorboards, which I think are really cool. It's rich, sophisticated, and eye-catching. This kitchen cabinet color may just tempt you to ditch conventional colored cabinetry. So next we have the use of what I refer to as two-tone kitchens. So this scheme allows extra definition and interest really without overcomplicating the whole palette. Most paint charts are arranged in families of colors, making it easy to find two shades that work together or, quite frankly, contrast. Remember, and this is a really important point, that dark colors take up more space visually. So use the darker shade below eye line and a lighter shade that's closer to the wall color above. It will help break up expansive cabinetry and feel calmer and less blocky than a high contrast scheme. Try not to be too clever, though, when choosing kitchen paint colors. Instead, take inspiration from decorative items you intend to include, such as art or upholstery, and see the paint as a backdrop rather than the main event. Now, another trend that's really in vogue is clients are just picking their favorite color and going with it. And I applaud that, because playing it safe with a kitchen cabinet color on a long-term investment is like a kitchen is entirely understandable. But first ask yourself, will it ever really make an impact? And will you end up wishing you'd been braver? Committing to a bright color requires time, effort, and a whole lot of tester pots. Just bear in mind that you're looking for a shade that will make your heart sing every time you're in the kitchen. Don't you want to walk in and just absolutely love it? Once you've narrowed it down, put your chosen color on a trial door or a really large sample and live with it for a few days and make sure that it is the one before you put it everywhere. So here we have a salmon pink color, which sets the scene for the rest of the scheme. This controversial hue can actually form a reliable background color that channels anything from a contemporary to a classical country house spirit, as long as you find the right tone for the kitchen space and the light. Okay, so this is a question that I get all the time. How do I pick the right color for my kitchen cabinets? Well, the starting point when you're selecting kitchen cabinet colors is to consider how you want your room to look and feel. And I say that all the time with pretty much every single room that we're going to design. Think about how it might relate not to just the living and dining areas, especially if it is part of an open plan space, but also how it fits with your overall plan for the house. So if I were you, I would gather images of kitchens that inspire you and start to hone your ideas, thinking about how they might suit your space, the joinery elsewhere in the house, and the period of the property as well. Okay, and so then people always want to know, even though I give them a variety of colors that are on trend, they always want to know what is the most popular color for kitchen cabinets, because they want to do the number one most popular paint color. And by and large, pretty much every year, white is the number one color for kitchen cabinets, which is no secret. And I think it's for two reasons. Number one, it's safe. And the second one is because it's usually the safest bet for resale. And I totally understand that. But meanwhile, light grays and blues, along with beiges and bones, they really are a close second. Last year, we saw a sharp increase in orders of dark kitchens, particularly dark grays and dark shades of green, reflecting that the dark kitchen trend is here to stay. I think that because people have been home so long with the pandemic, they're really thinking about their spaces and what they could do that would be really cool and different. Now, dramatic deep shades such as like an avocado color, luxurious charcoal hues, taupe, and sophisticated black designs create cozy and comforting spaces. That's just food for thought. Just imagine that. For a room that simply oozes high-end hominess, combine dark shades with beautifully grained wood for added texture and warmth. And just try that on for size, because it really does make it cozy and homey and very inviting. Now, I've come up with some pretty cool examples of kitchen color schemes that I would consider that are spot on. So, finding the right kitchen color ideas that you'll love for years to come has really never been more important. With the kitchen now, it's a multi-purpose room designed as much for living as it is for cooking. Now, neutrals obviously aren't for everyone, and the sizable cost of a new kitchen shouldn't dictate that you play it safe. It's more a case of choosing how and where to introduce color, picking spots that can be easily updated, and introducing shades that mirror the color palette in the rest of your home. These are just a few kitchen ideas to choose from. It's really amazing how a change of paint color and some new tiles can give a kitchen a completely fresh look, picking up on different accents within the home. So let's take a look at some ideas. So again, I cannot encourage you enough. Don't hold back when it comes to black. I mean, dark colors and black kitchen ideas are becoming more mainstream in modern kitchens than ever before. And we find that this adds drama, strength, and solidity to the space. It's a versatile look, and it also can portray an edginess in your interiors, which I think is really cool, really sets the tone. So black also has the ability to put a contemporary spin on even the most traditional looking space on furniture, or the most traditional space or furniture. And so that's a huge benefit of using black. And if you incorporate black into your kitchen scheme in a subtle way, such as painted cabinetry, it will give the scheme definition and add depth to the room without having to completely change the space. Black is a classic tone. It can easily be brought into an interior scheme and used alongside existing pieces already in the home. So don't hold back when it comes to black. Now, how about going bold with yellow? I mean, clearly the kitchen is known as the heart of the home. It's where many of us spend most of our time. It's a place to cook, snack, perch as we mindlessly scroll on our phones and socialize. It's also one of the main rooms where the design and style can affect your property's value. So we often suggest opting for colors that offer a more playful and punching tone for the kitchen to bring about energy. Yellow, I mean, it truly affects our emotions and is a great choice for kitchens, particularly if there is a lack of natural light. So it's bright and cheerful and brings positivity to the heart of the home and is guaranteed to give an instant pick-me-up every time a person walks into the room. I love it. I think that this looks really cool. Now, calming grays. If this might be something that you're interested in. When it comes to gray in the kitchen, clearly it's a classic color, very timeless and safe. We often feel very secure in gray because it doesn't ask anything from us, quite frankly. If you're quite a hectic person and you want your kitchen to blend into the background and be very elegant and subtle, gray is a lovely option. This kitchen shows how this often cold color, coupled with terracotta, can create a space that feels very warm and welcoming. Next, this is an idea about making your island pop. This is a recommendation that works extremely well if you've got an island and all you need to do is change the color. This could either be with a totally different color or going for a brighter or darker version of a shade that's been used in the rest of the room. So this is just one of the mini kitchen island ideas you can play with. The beauty of this trick is that it injects color, but still gives you a light and breezy feel. So painting your island will work like an accent color does. You're just using it on a larger item. You can then link that color through into like your accessories, your tableware, your casserole dishes, lighting, rugs, and maybe even add in some rattan and natural wood. Again, layering. Navy kitchens. This is a beautiful shade of navy. And quite frankly, blue kitchens are perennially fashionable. And darker shades can absolutely give a dramatic edge. If you want to strike a balance, team it with a lighter worktop and light wood floor to add a bit more brightness. I love this floor. I think it is spot on. Love it. Next, how about weaving in some earthy tones? I did a talk on this. Earth tones are a top trend for this year. So incorporate rich and warming brown tones and clay shades into your kitchen color ideas. Don't be shy. This kitchen balances these paler, earthy cabinet and pale worktops for a light touch. So, but your chosen kitchen countertop ideas are an integral part of your kitchen color scheme, even if you've chosen white. In fact, white is a fabulous choice if the rest of your scheme is colorful, as it will create balance and order. In this scheme, the white seamlessly flows up the walls. In this kitchen, the joinery is painted pink without being pink. Painting units creates a great feature that sits against a canvas of clean white walls and countertop, finished with bold artwork that adds color in a confident yet cohesive way to create an easy sophistication. So next, how about paint in a pink palette? This muted color combination has given pink, a whole new identity. It's no longer super girly, and the murkier tones of bluish pink teamed with industrial gray have a stronger, maybe gender neutral appeal. So a slim shelf is ideal for displaying pretty plates above a worktop. Here, shades of dusty pink and mole, they tone beautifully with the pale gray marble surface below. I really like that. It's different. So next, I want to encourage you to be brave with like a daring color scheme. Like a bold red kitchen idea is often considered a daring choice for interiors, but used creatively, it can introduce a welcome burst of energy and excitement. So a poppy red kitchen cupboard is ideal for lifting a dark green gray scheme, while accessories sporting the same shade create a sense of cohesion. If you're looking for ideas how to choose a kitchen color scheme that uses bold shades subtly, this is a great option. Now, why not go green for a change? Green is very much the color of the moment, and we predict that it isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So in this kitchen, aquamarine is used on the island and lower half of the wall. Then the color is taken up a notch on the door frame and island trim, then down again for the upper wall, resulting in a harmonious effect. Next, use toning colors for a cohesive look. So this kitchen has base cabinetry in a dark blue, but the use of toning color on the walls, here bright turquoise, it creates a much bolder finish. This is a clever technique, choosing painted kitchen cabinets that are easy to redecorate around, timelessly fashioned, and easy to sell to future buyers, but adding pep with a wall color that can quickly and easily be changed when the scheme needs a switch up. So One question that I get asked all the time is, how do I choose a color scheme for my kitchen? Choosing color is such a personal experience. In fact, no one knows for sure whether we all even see shades the same way. I believe that the colors we choose automatically are naturally influenced by current fashions. The color in a kitchen, be it the walls or fittings, should last for at least 5 years minimum. So try to look beyond immediate trends and choose a color that will keep you feeling good long term. The real secret of using color well is to use it carefully. So while trends help to inspire, it's best not to follow them too strictly. Take time to think about how color might affect the mood of your room, for instance, and just kind of stick with that. Kitchens are ripe with color opportunities, from appliances and flooring to window treatments and cabinets. So start by deciding how much of a permanent commitment you are willing to make. One of the easiest and least expensive options is to paint a wall that could easily be updated as you tire of it. So the last question that I typically get asked is, what colors make a kitchen look bigger? Well, while light colors are generally recommended for compact kitchens, remember that a small space also has less opportunity to express its personality. So introduce a pop of color where you can, or try pretty pastels. They can prove a great compromise between bright primary colors and boring neutrals. Like dusty oyster pinks and pale yellows are currently in vogue and will lift the spirits in a sun-filled kitchen. So avoid cool colors in a north-facing kitchen, though, as they tend to be too chilly for comfort. And another note, in a smaller space, jewel tones like deep emerald and rich garnet are on trend and will lend character in the style of a very private members club. So just keep all that in mind. So that's really it. And I would love to help you if you are redesigning or starting from scratch on your kitchen, or again, any other space in your home. And I can easily be reached at Cathy Fulton 1965 at gmail.com. And that's Cathy with a C. Or feel free to call me. I'm at 703-895-3798. And there you have it.
Wow, I didn't know there were so many options, Cathy. That's amazing.
Well, it might have been information overload, but I just like
No,
to
I thought it was
like to
great.
let people know what's out there.
I was actually taking note of how I felt, how I was feeling when I saw the various colors.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that there's so much creativity that we can include in our homes. I really enjoyed the yellow.
Yeah. Isn't that, I mean, that is just like, it's just boom. But it's so well done. Or in that photo, I love that. One of my favorites is like the powder blues as well.
Mhm.
That's very kind of like spa-like.
Yes,
So yeah,
soothing.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
the
So
red, I was like, wow, look at that. But I remember when I've been in restaurants that had kind of like a red theme, that it's
yeah,
almost like I've arrived, I'm here, or I'm awake.
yeah. It's that bam. Yeah, it's like, I mean, yellow is bold and it's high energy. But yeah, red just kind of it's bold as well, but it just kind of takes on a different, I don't know, it's almost like serious or something. Like, I'm
Mhm.
not leaving. I don't know.
No, I agree with you. A question I have for you, just in general. So when we think about white being the most common, when someone wants to consider something out of the norm, I'm just putting air quotes because I don't know if it's really something out of the norm, but let's say salmon, like you shared that. Does that mean that there's going to be an extra cost associated with that?
Yeah, a little bit. Usually to use a custom color or a color that isn't standard, there's usually like a anywhere from a 10 to 20% upgrade. And here's the reason why. Think about it. Okay, so the manufacturer will spray thousands of white cabinets or bone cabinets. And then they get to your salmon pink and they have to change out everything. So I think it's really just to pay the cost of the labor and all of the back end work that has to be done.
Okay. Okay. Wow. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I'm just going to relate it to jewelry. You can go buy just a piece of jewelry, right? That's the same. But if you're going to have something custom, there's probably going to be a little bit of an upmark on that, and it makes it special.
Right, right, absolutely. But I mean, I applaud people that want to do something different. I mean, I am so about doing your own thing, taking a risk, be brave. Yeah, I mean, because like when I walk into any room in my house, I I love it. I love it. And that's the way that you should live. I just it's like the best therapy in the world. And if you'll do it once and do it right, you're not going to have all these do-overs. You're not going to be spending an inordinate amount of money because you will love it.
And that's what that's why it matters, because it's a reflection of you. And if you don't enjoy your surroundings and you're there for a long time, it's not going to work out too well for your mental health, I would think.
Right, right, absolutely. But so many times people just settle for they don't understand the value of living in a place that they love and really enjoying that space. And it's like, gosh, I try to tell them, okay, think about the like a favorite hotel that you've been in. Just close your eyes and think back and think about that space and how great it was. And then you came home to this. And but it's just people. Everyone has different priorities and the way that they're going to spend their money. And I get it. So,
Yeah. Well, it's been another fabulous show. Thank you so much for bringing so much value,
oh no, thank you.
and it's just a fun time getting to watch all of your fabulous work. You really are
Oh,
very
well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And this is a great opportunity.
And Cathy, I'm just going to spotlight you one more time for you to give your information for people who want to contact you.
Okay, that's awesome. So if you want to reach out, if you need a redo or starting from scratch, feel free to call me. I'm at 703-895-3798, or you can email me, and I'm at Cathy Fulton 1965 at gmail.com. And just remember, that's Cathy with a C.
Cathy with the C. I love it. All right, Cathy with the C, thank you again for two fabulous shows, and I look forward to chatting with you soon.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Oh, we have such a wonderful team of people here at USA Global TV. If you would like to explore opportunities to join us in some capacity, please do reach out. You can contact me via my email, which is Dr. Jacqueline, obviously DrJacalyn at usaglobaltv.com. All right, our next show coming up is The Corner Bookstore, and I look forward to exploring our author's work with my co-host Diane Floyd Bames. So please stay wherever you are. I'll head over to the other studio. We'll be back in just under 25 minutes. All right. Thanks again. Bye.